here with an amazing personality.
Hi guys, I'm back and I'm better.
Hi, Katie. What's good?
I'm okay.
Wow,
Just
the
want
year
people
has
to come
come.
back to join.
Okay, so guys, join us. If you can see this post, join, share, like, comment, ask your question. This is going to be an interactive section about health this time around with Nurse Katie. If you have any question pertaining your health, drop it on the comment section, okay? And she'll be the one to respond because people, I don't know anything about health. So now, Giovanni, anything you want to ask her about health. So, Nurse Katie, how you doing? So let's know your field in particular.
I am an oncology nurse. Well, I my initial base job, my base specialty is oncology.
Okay.
However, I also work as a med surg, tele, also do a little bit of emergency department. I live in the US. I live in Houston, Texas. I used to live in New Jersey. I did travel nursing for like 4 years. So I
Wow.
hit a lot of specialties prior to like actually I got married last year and then now I'm settled. I'm just a staff nurse as a med surg nurse.
Hmm.
So yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty much vast in different specialties.
Interesting. You see, this is Christmas time. A lot of us have been taking different kinds of drink, eating different kinds of food. So, can you tell us? January is a year that everybody wants to check themselves. Are
Yeah.
there some certain things we need to do on a? Hey, God, I don't know. This kind of like. Are there, are there some certain tests we should run? Uh, is it oncology? What does oncology mean? I think let's know what.
So oncology. So when I talk about oncology, I worked as a leukemia lymphoma nurse, which is like
Oh.
blood cancer, and also I did solids as well, which is like breast cancer, cervical, prostate cancer. I did a lot of cancer-related disease processes.
Wow.
So yeah, for the most part, oncology is cancer-related ailments. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, interesting. So, as a lady, growing up, are there some certain stage one can get to avoid some certain food that can cause such kind of illness?
Yeah, I mean, so this is a very tricky question because human beings, our bodies are so different. Now, if I get myself and I get my sister and both of us check ourselves, for the most part, something that maybe have caused a problem for me could not might haven't has caused a problem for her.
Okay.
However, for me right now, one of the biggest things I tell, especially Nigerians, because our food is extremely fatty, our food is has
Okay.
some we eat a lot of carbs and we think it's balanced diet. It's not. So we need to
Don't come and
understand.
embarrass us here. What do you? It's not what we have. We eat.
I know, but then we also need to think that also know that we're getting older. See, the way your body metabolizes food is not going to be the same way you are 20 years from now or even right now.
Uh,
Compare it to when you were younger. So I'm always going to advise everybody, the best thing for you is, even if you like to eat carbs,
okay.
reduce it, portion control. It's better for you on a long run.
Okay.
Because HbA1c, most guys don't even go to the doctor. Most
Wow.
women sometimes also finances, but it's always recommended. Check yourself preferably twice a year.
Twice
One
a
of the
year.
biggest problems people have and you find them having cancer is stage 4. And the reason why is because they don't check themselves. Prevention is always better than cure. We used to
Wow.
say this when we're younger, prevention is better than cure, but it's
Yeah.
actual factual. Some people got stage less than stage 1 and they got cured and they go into remission and they never have
Um,
cancer again. Whereas some people reach stage 4 because guess what? They don't check themselves. You need to check yourself. Cancer is on the rise. It's on the rise. And it's because we are eating a lot of processed food now.
hmm.
Unfortunately, even in Nigeria,
Wow.
we are, because organic food is expensive. In the diaspora, is even worse. Go to Whole Foods, try and get one organic banana. It's probably $7, whereas regular banana is what, $2 by weight. So all I'm
Oh.
saying is that everybody, because of the kind of food we eat, please portion control. Yam is sweet. You eat it with abacha, and you eat rice. These three things are carbs. They're not balanced diet. You go eat by swallow join. Vegetable soup is cooked. Vegetable soup, the amount of cooked vegetable is not as, it's still very prominent in your body, but you need to learn to also eat raw vegetables. You can blend it and drink it. You can even eat salads, even if you don't want. It's not our Niger salad that will put beans and egg. Those ones are proteins, they are good, but
Okay.
learn to eat vegetables. It's very important. Me, I'm not a big vegetable eater, but I'm learning. I'm learning. We need to. especially this new 2025, I beg. Less sickness this year, amen.
So we should stop eating rice. We stop eating. So what are we going to eat? We're
No,
not
I'm
eating
not
rice.
saying
We're
that
not
we should
eating
stop
yam. We're
eating
not
it.
eating rice. We're not eating yam. We're not eating abacha. Carry egg and easy now.
No, I'm not saying we should stop eating it. I'm just saying that
Okay.
everything should be portion control.
Okay.
Learn that
Okay.
it's not everything is not gluttony. Everybody wants to eat everything at the same time, and you check your HbA1c
Oh.
is above 5.6. That is not good. People in their 30s and their 20s are hitting diabetes type 2. It's not right. When we were young, people that age never used to have that. It used to be our parents older. We knew diabetes as oya ndi agadi. Kita as oya ndi younger people, and it's because anya na-elike. So everyone needs to learn to portion control and know what you're eating. Your body will never metabolize food the way it used to metabolize food when you were younger. Know that and know peace.
Oh.
Yes.
So at some certain age, you should have this portion control. At some certain age, you should have portion control on what we eat.
I think that preferably I'm gonna say in your 20s.
20s, 20s.
No, yes,
Not
because
even 40s.
no, 40s you already don't. Oh. 40s, I think that 40s you can start anytime.
Okay.
But healthy living starts from somewhere.
Okay.
40 now. Let's gauge people back home here. When somebody is gaining weight, you're like, Anne, you are looking good though. In a heaven and in a lift arrow.
Yeah.
Mana, that is not, it's not good.
Wow.
Because from that person start entering obesity. Obesity does not happen overnight. It starts from your 20s. You go they chop and think, oh, you are getting thick. From thick, you go enter fat. And sometimes it's harder to lose weight as an older person than it is as a younger person. So in your 20s, you can learn portion control because you're going to take that. Human beings are master of characters and habits are built. Once you start portion control, it's something you're going to learn getting older. And the same thing with your children. If your child is small, then you start giving your child so much food and then they are so big. As they get older, they get bigger and start getting older. So everything is little by little. That's all I'm saying. And cut down sweets too. Please, we're getting old, I beg. Cut down those things.
Exercise.
Absolutely. Exercise is very important. And also with exercising, it's not by going to the gym. Gym does not always equate exercising.
They will come for you now. They will come for you on this gym. This gym
no, like gym is good, but
okay.
You can actually work out in your house. Steps. You can take a walk. Cardio. When you walk from here to downtown, or you walk from here to your bus station, or you walk around your neighborhood, there are people that drive. Because when you have a car, it's very, very easy to jump in your car and do whatever you want. But you can do whatever you need to do with your legs. It's also burning calories. Move around in the morning, come outside in your house and probably skip ropes. Do things to keep your heart going. When you're in one place, your heart is stagnant. That's why you walk a little bit and you start breathing. I'm part of that too. I'm not going to lie. And let me tell you, skinny does not equal healthy.
Beautiful.
Know that. Being skinny does not mean you're healthy. Somebody can be skinny. A fat person can be healthier than you. So all I'm saying is this, because I'm going to speak from my experience. I'm pretty slim, but if I walk one stairs, I'm very, very exhausted. So everyone, please, like as we're going into 2025, your health is wealth. If you're working and making money, who will enjoy that money if you die? Or if you enter sick bed? Learn to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is not by buying. Wow. Invest in your health. Check yourself. Look up tests you can take. It's not always CBC, CMP, BMP, and all those. No. There's some tests you can check. You can check a lot of things that people don't talk about. Wow. I don't have a list of them, but I can actually look it up and one day talk about it with my sister on live. But it's something I think everybody really needs to look into. Check a lot of things in your body.
What about this cervical cancer? What do you think could be the cause of this cervical cancer?
So one of the biggest causes of cervical cancer is HPV. So there's something called HPV, and the fastest way to find HPV is through pap smear. So we all know that, of course, like pap smear should be done once a year, especially when you start hitting your sexual state, when you start having sex and all that. I think it's from 20 something, I can't remember, but you do pap smear once a year. There's something also called HPV vaccine. You give it to your children from a very young age. I think it's from a very young age, like kids. You give it to them to prevent them from having HPV. Why am I HPV is human papilloma virus.
Wow.
I'm not saying it right, but please look it up. HPV is one of the biggest causes of cervical cancer.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to say this. If you've gone for your pap smear and they find out that you have HPV, and your doctor, which is very, very common in America or in Canada or in the UK, because to get appointment dates is very difficult. If you go and they tell you that this particular thing, you have it, please, all I'm going to tell you is this. See another doctor if they're telling you there's nothing wrong. Because most times before you check yourself again, the person is probably in a stage 4 cancer. HPV is not good. It is not good. So there's a way, I've forgotten the name of the procedure. They scrape it out or they scrape something out of your cervix just to erase that. Please, HPV is not curable, but there are ways to go around it. So please, if you have HPV, make sure that you're tackling it. If not, it will turn to cervical cancer.
Hey.
Yes.
I want more
And please,
too.
make sure you do your pap smear. Please, it is very important. Especially if you are sexually active. Even if you're not, do your pap smear. It's very important.
Yo, I want more. Feel good about my. Yeah, like I can say. He said I should stop eating. Now he said I should go and run test. Only you.
No, you need to. As I keep saying this, our bodies are no longer our bodies when we're in our 20s, in our 10, 11, 12. Even little children are also getting cancer.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say
what
is,
could be the,
I feel like it's the food. Like
the food.
so many, we eat a lot of processed stuff. And cancer is like, I tell people, cancer is like a verb, a verb. Like, it doesn't have a thing. There's cancer. That's why they're still doing so much research. Like, cancer, there's nothing. We don't know what causes cancer. Nobody knows what causes cancer. Yes, we're saying the food, but one of the healthiest people that are very healthy get cancer. That eat clean, they get cancer. So all I'm just saying is that the best way to prevent it is early prevention, which is first of all getting checked, and not getting checked basic. Make sure, because another thing I'm going to tell people is, if you see a doctor does the regular checkup, which is your CMP, which is CMP is CBC is your blood count. CMP is a comprehensive metabolic count, which checks your electrolytes, checks your liver, your kidney functions. Now, there's other tests you can request for. Of course, your A1C, you need to see your sugar level because of the country we live in. Nigeria is a country that is always high on carbs, and most Nigerians have high HbA1c. So all those things, make sure you request for certain tests. You want cholesterol, all that, yeah.
Wow, that's a good one with Nurse Casey. So next year we are going to run different kinds of tests to ensure that we are safe. We'll just keep praying to God and we'll keep trying our best. We'll try to do all the tests you've mentioned. I know I don't remember anymore, but I'll just go to I'll go to the lab and ask them that I want to run what are the necessary tests I should do, or are there some certain tests that is a must do for a lady? Are there a particular test a must do for a lady yearly?
I mean, to be honest with you, I can't really, because I don't really focus more on women's health. I told you guys my background.
Okay.
I don't do a lot of women's health, but I'm just gonna say that personally, I have everyone is different. Check for fibroids. Check your alpha thalassemia trait. Check your blood. If you're always anemic, check alpha thalassemia to see if you have any kind of thalassemia trait or beta. Just check those things. As I said, pap smear. Check if you're not married and you haven't had kids, please check your egg reserve. Check how much it is. I am one of those people that are going to tell you, save your eggs, my dear, my darling. Preserve your eggs. If you're not ready to have children now, preserve those eggs. It's not a taboo. We're in 2024, going on 2025. Take those eggs out and preserve it, because you don't know when you get married. You don't know when you're going to have these children, but at least when you get to those age, so it's not too late for you to actually bear those kids. Or it's not like my eggs are no longer qualified. So please, yes, it's very important. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one from Nurse Katie. Thank you, guys. If you have any question pertaining what she has said, you can drop it in the comment section. I'll be reading your comments for her to be answered, because I want to get my hand and help when it comes to
and also, I'm going so sorry, my darling. I'm also going to touch on this.
Okay.
Women that see their period, and your period is extremely, extremely painful. It's not good.
Wow.
People say that, oh, yeah, sometimes you have cramps. No more. But make sure you go.
When you need to taking drugs.
Yes, or you're going to the emergency department. Wow. It could be 2 out of, and it could be more. Fibroid, Endometriosis.
Wow.
People, endometriosis is one of the ailments that are not detectable very early. But if you're not careful, it can actually kill you and it can actually make you very infertile. But
Wow.
when you catch it early, when it hasn't gotten to stage 4, you can cure it. It's very
Wow.
curable. All I'm just saying is also, guys, look into these things. When people tell you, oh, my period is paining me, don't somebody else will tell you, oh, I also had painful period when I was your
Yeah,
age. Don't
exactly.
listen to that. If your period is to the level that you cannot stand up out of the floor, or you go to the emergency room, you go to doctor, go to chemist, please see a doctor.
Wow.
Early prevention, as I keep saying it, I beg, especially if you want children, please. Yeah.
All right, guys. If you have any questions, we'll have 2 minutes to wrap up this section with Nurse Katie. Drop on the comment section. We are reading your comments. If there's any question you want to ask pertaining what she has said, we are reading your comments. Just have 2 minutes to wrap up, okay? So we are waiting for your questions. So you start taking drugs now. So if I haven't taken you should stop taking
No,
drugs.
you can take your drugs, but if it's too unbearable, go and see a doctor
Okay.
and see what exactly is going on with your uterus. Because
Oh,
sometimes your uterus is not right. That's just the
okay.
truth. And Nigeria, we all believe in superstitions. Not be everybody they do you, my dear. Ihe niile
Uh,
abụrụ, oh God, somebody is trying to attack me. No, my darling. Sometimes it's not your fault. Endometriosis is not anybody's fault. Fibroid is not your fault. It's just your body. And some of the times it's hereditary.
okay.
So don't feel ashamed. In this life, not only you get your life, oh, only you come this life, and you have to take care of it. Stop
So
being
true.
ashamed of certain things. Our culture and our country has made a lot of things a taboo. That
Wow.
who made those laws? Who made the rules? No, it's your health. Take care of yourself. If you know that you have a problem, go and see a doctor. You don't need to tell people if you're ashamed of people judging you.
Wow.
You don't need to. Go and take care of yourself because last now you go day this time. Those people where they judge you, then go die too one day. Period. So I'm just saying that if you're having painful periods, severe painful period, I said severe, there's a difference. If you're having the ones you take Tylenol here and there, that's normal, but at least not every month. But if you get to the point that you cannot get out of the floor, or you're always on your bed, you're enclosed in one position like a child, you
My
can't get
God.
out, and you're in severe pain,
Hmm.
then I'm going to tell you, you need to go and see a doctor for them to check your uterus. Preferably do an MRI, not CT scan.
MRI, it's
MRI,
not the MRI. What was
that's a
it?
magnet, yes. No,
Okay.
but they do it for your abdomen and your pelvis. They're going to
Okay.
see if there's anything wrong, and they're
Okay.
going to recommend, they're going to see every actual lining in your stomach. So, yeah, preferably.
Wow, that's interesting. Thank you so much. So I'm not seeing anybody asking questions over here. If you have questions, drop it. You know when I end the live now, you start typing. I will not answer. 'Cause I don't even know what to respond. I know you don't. Before people will sue me. So it's really an amazing moment. So we just have 1 minute to go. Okay. If you have any question on what she has said a whole lot. Painful menses. What will you call it? Okay, okay, okay. So if you have any question, you can drop it. We're reading your comments. We're waiting for you. So now, Sketty, anything you want to tell us about our health again?
No, that's all. I mean, if you guys have any questions, you can always text her. Sorry, leave a comment down below. If you want to ask us any questions, always reach out to me. My Instagram is KATHYO underscore. Or you can reach out to me on Facebook. My name is Kate Okudili.
Okay.
KATE, and my last name is Okudili. So feel free to reach out to me. I'll always be
Wow.
there. Please, not complicated things. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse. I'm just a practitioner, and that's it. Okay.
All right, guys. So nice to have you guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. See you
Merry
guys.
Christmas to you guys, and have a blissful New Year. And I hope all of us stay alive to see the New Year.
Amen. Amen. Let me
I
go
wish
and do my
everyone
test because you've
blessings.
implanted fear into me. Let me go and start running all the whole
Yes,
test.
so
Chineke
please,
mere
because
mere.
we're going to live to declare the works of the Lord. We
And
live.
you know, you said a
Oh.
lot of things I picked. So do you know it's even better you run the test than even scared of not even going. Because I think we Nigerians have a problem of going to go and do that test. We always believe when we are down, as long as I'm okay, nothing is wrong with me.
No.
What can you say about that?
No, that's why I keep hammering on prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
You have to, it's not when you are okay, because most times when you are okay, that is even when you don't want that thing to bring you down to the point that it's hard to get you out of it. So on your spare time, January 1st, people here run tests. If you don't have the money, there are cheaper places you can do tests. And I love Nigeria because Nigeria has a lot of accessibility. There's so many
Oh.
places you can do. However, in the diaspora, you have to pay, and I get it. But there's something I'm going to say: if you live abroad, if you cannot afford it, then there's something called Medicaid. If Medicaid is not there, there's something called charity. Charity will clear it for you. Stop stressing. go and run tests. It's very important. So please make sure, at least, even if you can't do twice a year, these are for people that have insurance. If you can't do twice a year, at least do once a year. Take your family, take your husband, tell him to check his prostate. They
Husband,
should check.
Husband, no dey gree do
Men
test.
don't check, and when
Yeah.
men check, it's too late.
Oh.
Check your prostate. Hey God, though. I beg, men, please check, please. Men don't like going to the hospital, but please, you need to check. It's not only always your wives that have problem. Men too, they get wahala. So check, please. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you. A lot of people watching us anyway. So we're ending the live anyways. So Katie, say bye to the camera.
Bye, guys. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you hit me up if you have any questions. Just let me know. We love you. Subscribe to Xplore Camariz. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, so they can recommend her channel. We love you. And if you have any other recommendations for us to talk about, please reach out to her. I'm still here. We can make videos about it. And if you want us to come back live again for you guys, we got you. Merry Christmas.
We'll keep coming live. Happy New Year in advance.
Bye. Bye.
The eggs. Okay. Yeah.